A very good evening and welcome to Rajya Sabha TV, where continuous coverage and analysis of the election results continue. A tsunami has swept through Uttar Pradesh and Uttarakhand, and the states of Goa and Manipur still remain a tight fight, and it's a decent consolation for the Congress by winning Punjab. We'll get you all the details, but first, the headlines. Modi wave sweeps elections to 5 states. BJP on course for a landslide win in Uttarakhand and Uttar Pradesh, all set to win over 3/4 of the total seats in both assemblies. Congress is heading for a majority in Punjab. Party leads in 78 of the 117 seats. Leaves the closest rival Aam Aadmi Party at over 21 seats only, while the BJP SAD combined is at a distant 3rd place. The BJP and Congress are locked in a close contest in Goa and Manipur. Trends suggest a prospect of a hung house in both the states. And with Prime Minister Modi leading from the front in Uttar Pradesh, all eyes will now be on who the Chief Minister would be. Party says the BJP Parliamentary Board will take the decision. The top story this evening, riding on a stupendous showing in the Uttar Pradesh elections, the Narendra Modi-led Bharatiya Janata Party made significant gains in at least 4 of the 5 states where election results were declared today. In Uttar Pradesh, the party is all set to return to power after 14 years as it swept the state, winning over an unprecedented 320 seats. In Uttarakhand as well, they in fact sealed the win with over 3/4 of the total seats. The trends also show that the Congress, meanwhile, has won a majority in Punjab, and the leading party in both Manipur and Goa, where the contest is still tight.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi powered the BJP to stunning gains in 5 states where election results were declared on Saturday. The party is on course for a landslide victory in Uttar Pradesh, a feat that is a personal triumph for Modi himself. The BJP and its allies were leading in over 320 of the 403 seats in the state. The tally, which is more than 3/4 seats in the state, is the biggest scored by any party in the state since 1980. The Election Commission gave the BJP a vote share of nearly 40%, nearly the same number it got in 2014 national elections. In Uttarakhand as well, the BJP is on course to win 3/4 seats, leading in as many as 54 seats in the 70-member assembly. The Congress was way behind with only 10 seats, with Chief Minister Harish Rawat losing both seats he contested from. The margin of victory for the BJP, which has always been near 2%, was expected to increase hugely. The BJP's national rival, the Congress, was ahead in Punjab, showing some consolation to the party led by its Vice President Rahul Gandhi. The party was leading in as many as 77 of the total 117 seats. The Shiromani Akali Dal BJP was a distant 3rd with 18 seats, while the Aam Aadmi Party was leading in 22. Manipur threw up a mixed bag, with both the Congress and the BJP locked in a close contest. In an assembly of 60 constituencies, the Congress was leading in 23 seats, with the BJP following close behind with 21 seats. Others were at 12 seats. Goa also showed the BJP and the Congress in close competition for the 40-seat assembly. The Congress maintained the lead with 16 seats, while the BJP and others won 13 and 9 seats respectively. The Aam Aadmi Party, that made a serious foray in the electoral politics of the coastal state, failed to secure any place. Bureau Report, Rajya Sabha TV.
And now let's get you some reactions coming in from the BJP leaders on their big win.
In spite of all this campaign by our opponents of demonetization, it's anti-poor, it's a big setback to the economy, etc. People have rejected lock, stock and barrel, and they have shown their utmost faith in the leadership of Modi. Their future is better with Modi. That is the mood of the nation.
जनता ने हमारा जो समर्थन किया है, उसमें निश्चित रूप से सबसे महत्वपूर्ण बात यह है कि नोटबंदी के बाद जो गांव गरीब मजदूर और किसान हैं, वो गरीबों का रुझान भारतीय जनता पार्टी की ओर ये सिद्ध हुआ है।
ने उम्मीद हम सब की पूरी की है। भारतीय जनता पार्टी को अपार बहुमत दिया है। नरेंद्र मोदी जी का नेतृत्व, अमित शाह जी की मेहनत, लाखों कार्यकर्ता की मेहनत का नतीजा है। कि उत्तर प्रदेश में हम अपार बहुमत से सरकार बनाने जा रहे हैं।
मोदी जी का मैजिक है, मोदी जी के प्रति मैजिक क्या अगाध विश्वास है जनता का। मोदी जी भगवान का वरदान है भारत के विकास के लिए, ये जनता मानती है। और अमित जी ने जो रणनीति बनाई, मैं मानता हूं कि उसके कारण भी सफलता आसान हुई, लेकिन कुल मिला के मोदी जी देश की जनता के दिलों पर राज कर रहे हैं।
And now let's listen into what the Congress is saying. Randeep Surjewala is talking.
षड्यंत्र कर लिए जाएं, कांग्रेस इस देश के हर कोने के लोगों के दिलों, आत्मा और मस्तिष्क में सदैव रहेगी, क्योंकि कांग्रेस एक दल के साथ साथ आजादी से आज तक एक विचार भी है। हम भारतीय जनता पार्टी, देश के प्रधानमंत्री श्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी और भाजपा अध्यक्ष श्री अमित शाह जी को भी मुबारकबाद देते हैं उनकी उत्तर प्रदेश और उत्तराखंड की जीत के लिए। हम इन दोनों राज्यों के लोगों के जनादेश के आगे अपना सर झुकाते हैं और उसे स्वीकार करते हैं। हम न केवल दोनों राज्यों में हुई हार के लिए भारतीय राष्ट्रीय कांग्रेस के नेता और कार्यकर्ता अंतर्मंथन करेंगे, परंतु हम उन सब कारणों की समीक्षा करेंगे जिनकी वजह से उत्तर प्रदेश और उत्तराखंड में हम व्यापक जीत हासिल नहीं कर पाए, और एक नए सिरे से जो जनादेश इन दोनों प्रांतों के लोगों ने कांग्रेस को दिया है, विपक्ष में चौकीदारी का, विपक्ष में एक प्रहरी का, हम उस भूमिका को नए सिरे से और सशक्त तरीके से निभाएंगे और कांग्रेस पार्टी को नए सिरे से वहां शक्ति देने और लोगों की आवाज बनने के लिए स्थापित करेंगे।
All right, so that's of course the Congress's Randeep Surjewala talking about today's defeat and also that victory that they are seeing of course in Punjab. And as we said, Goa and Manipur still hanging in the balance, though it seems to be tilting more towards the Congress. For more perspective really on what took place today as far as the counting is concerned and that Modi wave that we are seeing in UP and Uttarakhand, Siddharth Vardarajan, founding editor of the Wire.in, joining us now from the capital. Siddharth, according to you, first of all, what really is the significance of this victory that you are seeing? Is it just to be credited to Modi and Amit Shah, or is there more to this BJP story? We seem to have lost that link and we are trying to establish that with Siddharth, but the big story of course is coming in from Uttar Pradesh, and we will talk of that with Siddharth in a bit, and that's of course where the BJP is cruising to a 3/4 majority. The party in fact crossing the 300 mark in the 403 seat assembly. The SP, BSP and the Congress handed out a humiliating defeat. Take a look at these details.
A 14-year-long absence for the BJP ending with a resounding mandate. Uttar Pradesh takes a dip in saffron ahead of Holi. The party more than doubling its vote share to close to 40% since last elections in 2012. There was, however, a slight drop since the 2014 Lok Sabha polls.
उत्तर प्रदेश और उत्तराखंड के परिणामों ने जातिवाद, परिवारवाद और तुष्टीकरण की राजनीति, तीनों राजनीति को नकारा है और सकारात्मक रूप से पॉलिटिक्स ऑफ परफॉर्मेंस को स्वीकार किया है। मैं मानता हूं कि आजादी के बाद हमारे लोकतंत्र के इतिहास में परफॉर्मेंस के आधार पर जनादेश लेना, इसकी एक नए युग की शुरुआत शुरू हुई है।
इसका श्रेय तो माननीय नरेंद्र मोदी जी को है, इसका श्रेय भारतीय जनता पार्टी के एक एक कार्यकर्ता को है, इसका सबसे बड़ा श्रेय उत्तर प्रदेश की महान जनता को है, जिसे मैं शीश झुका करके नमन करता हूं।
For the Samajwadi Party, it was a reversal of its 2012 election feat, where it won over 220 seats in the 403-seat assembly. Its vote share touching 22% this time.
5 साल मुझे जो मौका मिला काम करने का, लगातार हम लोगों ने उत्तर प्रदेश को आगे बढ़ाने का काम किया है। सरकार से बाहर हैं हम। मुझे लगता है कि आने वाले समय में जो सरकार आएगी, समाजवादी सरकार से भी बेहतर काम करेंगे। हमारी सरकार से अच्छी सड़कें बनाएंगे, जनता और जो हर वर्ग के लोग हैं उनको ज्यादा सुविधाएं देने का काम भी सरकार आने वाली करेगी।
The decision to ally with the Congress clearly coming a cropper for the Samajwadi Party. Congress vote share only in single figures.
The question is BJP has won. We accept that. We have accepted that that Bharatiya Janata Party has won. And in democracy, the political parties win and political parties lose. So Bharatiya Janata Party has been losing for the last 70 years. So this time they have won. So heaven is not going to fall.
The BSP, that hoped to return to power on what it assessed was anti-incumbency, chose to blame EVM machines for their rout. Its vote share tied with the SP at 22%.
ज्यादातर लोगों का विश्वास ईवीएम अर्थात वोटिंग मशीन पर से लगभग उठ सा गया है, लगभग क्या पूरा उठ गया है। और लोग ये सवाल कर रहे हैं कि उनके वोट जो उन्होंने, हमारी पार्टी के लोग ये सवाल कर रहे हैं कि उनके वोट जो उन्होंने बीएसपी को दिए थे वो आखिर कहां चले गए।
Among the other parties, the Rashtriya Lok Dal got less than 2% vote share and the CPI had just 0.2%, while 0.9% votes were cast for Nota. The BJP's performance in this election bettering its previous best of 221 in the 1991 elections. The party that fought and won the polls with Prime Minister Modi leading the campaign is yet to finalize who will be the face of their new government in the crucial state.
All right, Siddharth Varadarajan, the founding editor of the Wire.in, now finally joining us from the capital. Siddharth, to what would you attribute this big BJP win? I mean, is it purely just based on the popularity of Modi and, of course, the managerial skills of Amit Shah, or is there more to this story?
No, I would say there are 3 or 4 factors. The first and obvious one is the poor performance of the Akhilesh Yadav government. This is a government that spent the last, 4.5 of the last 5 years pretty much under the domination of the uncles and chachas and father of the chief minister. People used to joke that the state had 4.5 chief ministers and Akhilesh was the half. So with this kind of performance, despite the alliance he struck with the Congress largely out of desperation, I think the defeat of the Akhilesh Yadav government was writ large. So that ought not to surprise us. What is surprising is the scale of the defeat, or the scale of the BJP's victory, crossing the 300 number for the first time, getting 3/4 of the seats. In vote share terms, what seems to have happened is that the BJP has polled almost as much as it did in 2014,
yes,
which was when the Lok Sabha elections were fought largely in the style of a presidential campaign by Narendra Modi. And I think somewhere along the line in this campaign, the BJP took a calculation that if we are to win and win big, we have to deploy Narendra Modi and refight 2014 along the same lines. And I think that calculation of the BJP of deploying Modi as its frontline soldier, his face on all the posters, his rallies dominating the headlines, has paid off with the BJP finally winning 40% of the popular share, something that hasn't happened in a state election in Uttar Pradesh for a very long time. The domination as far as seats are concerned, completely unprecedented. So that was factor number 2. The third factor, of course, is that this was a campaign marred by polarization. We saw the communal appeals and the appeals to divisiveness that were reflected in various statements by the BJP, by the ruling party but also unfortunately by the Prime Minister in a couple of rallies when he made statements that also appealed to that kind of polarized electorate. So I think these are broadly the factors that have led to this very spectacular result for the BJP.
Absolutely. All right. And also, talking about the demonetization effect, because to a large extent that is at least what the opposition was harping upon, that the demonetization effect has hit people, especially in Western UP, where it was quite a crucial belt for the BJP to get hold of, because they haven't been performing well in that region. And you have regions like Agra, Saharanpur, Firozabad. These are all small industries, and you would think that the demonetization move may have affected them, but in some way, he changed the narrative and made it, go in his favor, made it sound as if, that was a move that was pro-poor, and that seems to have yielded its results.
People have personal experience of suffering because of demonetization. People lost jobs, people re-migrated back to Uttar Pradesh from various parts of India where they had employment until the November 8th, 2016 decision of the Prime Minister. So what we have is the paradox where the individual experience of voters, many voters, poor voters, lower middle class voters, about demonetization was a very unhappy one. But where the government and the BJP and a large section of the media stuck to this narrative that this was a blow against black money, this was a blow against terrorism, this was a blow against the rich and the corrupt. And I think somewhere down the line people said, okay, fine, let's give the government, let's give the BJP a benefit of the doubt here. We know that we have suffered personally, but you know, sometimes when you've suffered, the belief or the idea that you've suffered for a larger good can be quite consoling. That's the only logic that I can think of why the BJP hasn't suffered, because of the suffering that it imposed on millions of ordinary Indians through this poorly thought out move of demonetization. And I think somewhere down the line, this also was a referendum, not so much on the
Modi's
policies,
but the dissatisfied voter.
Government, you know, because people are voting in a state.
Yes.
Yeah, in a state election, you're voting for the state government.
Yes.
You're passing a verdict on the state government. And,
all right.
You know, even though you have your misgivings about what Modi may have done at the center, Modi also pushed this narrative quite successfully that many of the central schemes have not had an impact in Uttar Pradesh because of the cussedness of the Uttar Pradesh government, because of the unwillingness of the Uttar Pradesh government to benefit from this. So I think somewhere down the line, people felt that, okay, Modi's made all these promises. Perhaps we need to give him power in Uttar Pradesh in order for him to deliver on those promises. So I think that's the gamble people have taken, but a gamble they chose willingly in the light of 5 years of bad governance by the Akhilesh Yadav government.
All right. That's, of course, the story in UP. Siddharth, hang on with us. Do stay with us because we'd like to talk to you about the other states as well, especially Punjab, where, you know, the Congress somehow has made a resounding comeback after a decade. They've not only decimated the Akali BJP combined, but also put a stop to the Aam Aadmi Party's hopes of wresting power in the state. Take a look at this report.
An absolute majority for the Congress in Punjab, the party under the leadership of Captain Amarinder Singh returning to power after a gap of a decade. The Congress working the anti-incumbency against the Shiromani Akali Dal BJP alliance to its advantage, decimating it, winning 69 seats and leading in 9 in the 117-seat assembly as per last reports. A perfect birthday gift for the Punjab Congress chief who won from the Patiala seat.
I think it is the people of Punjab want stability. They want development. They want jobs. They want industry. They want a better education, better health. And when I'm on this subject, I would like to say that I hope that the union government will now recognize this demand of the Punjab people, which is for a good governance, and they will assist us in the field of agriculture, in the field of suicides which are taking place, in education, in health, and all those issues which have brought Punjab to its knees. We would look forward to a very positive interaction with the union government.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi calling him up to congratulate him on the big win. The Akali BJP combined, though defeated, managed to avoid a wipeout, the alliance bagging 17 seats as per latest Election Commission data. A consolation win for Parkash Singh Badal, however, is that he managed to win Lambi seat, beating Amarinder Singh.
मैं कल ਨੂੰ ਚੰਡੀਗੜ੍ਹ ਜਾਵਾਂਗਾ और ਪਹਿਲਾਂ मैं अपना ਅਸਤੀਫਾ ਦੇਵਾਂਗਾ ਤੇ ਫਿਰ ਉੱਥੇ
Badal's dream of becoming the Chief Minister of Punjab thrice in a row and the 6th time overall will remain unfulfilled.
के लोगों की जो आस और उम्मीद थी, उनका हमारे ऊपर विश्वास था, ये उस आस और उस विश्वास की भरपूर जीत है. This is the revival of the Congress. It's just the beginning. The Congress will revive from here, take energy from Punjab and spread, mark my words.
However, the results were a disappointment for new entrant AAP that was hoping to wrest power in the state. Latest results showed them winning 20 seats.
देखिए, निराशाजनक है, हमारे आशाओं के अनुरूप नहीं है. हमने अपेक्षा एक बड़ी जीत की थी पंजाब में जो नहीं आई है, और ये बात स्पष्ट है कि जनता अकाली गठबंधन का एक विकल्प ढूंढ रही थी और उनको वो विकल्प कांग्रेस में नजर आया और हम में नजर नहीं आया, तो हार स्वीकार है और कल के लिए तैयार है.
Arvind Kejriwal, who had undertaken an exhaustive campaign with 95 rallies in the state, accepting the people's verdict and vowing to continue with its struggles.
In Punjab, after 10 long years, Congress made a huge comeback. This victory will not only establish Captain Amrinder Singh's leadership in Punjab, but also give him a free hand to choose his cabinet. With Anu Diwan and cameraman Junaid, this is Shyam Sundar, Rajya Sabha TV, Chandigarh.
Well, going back to Siddharth Vardarajan, Siddharth, the Congress in Goa and Manipur still, the word is not clear yet, because there are 3 seats to go in Manipur that still counting has to begin. So, that's going to take some time. But as far as Punjab's concerned, the victory there, good for the Congress definitely, but unfortunately that victory cannot be attributed to Rahul Gandhi.
Quite right, Tracy. The fact is that Rahul Gandhi resisted till very late in the game, declaring Amrinder as the chief ministerial candidate. It's quite mystifying why he delayed this, and I think it just showed his own lack of understanding of Punjab politics. The fact that Congress won the state is, you could say, despite Rahul Gandhi's involvement rather than because of it. And this is, to that extent, not so much of a shot in the arm to the Congress as it might otherwise have been if the party had approached the election in a slightly different way. I think that the fact that the Akali Dal-led government, the SAD BJP government was going to lose was kind of written on the cards. It was quite clear that its time had come. But the assumption was, based on the performance of the Aam Aadmi Party, that the Congress might end up second. The fact that Captain has won and won rather handsomely, the early speculation that there might be an alliance and so on, all of that's gone, and it's a straight Congress government, is in a way a tribute to his own leadership, his own appeal. I still have my doubts about the quality of governance that may emerge from his style of rule.
Yes.
There's a reason why the Congress lost the last time he was CM, but the fact that the party's come back to power is certainly one silver lining in an otherwise pretty bleak day for the Congress, having come a cropper in Uttar Pradesh, not being able to, or putting up a huge fight in Manipur. It's possible that Goa they may squeak through, but Uttarakhand also have the party having lost. So
absolutely,
net I think not much for the Congress to feel happy about. Although Punjab, as you said, a victory despite the involvement, despite.
We'll have to leave it there, Siddharth. Sorry, I'm running short of time. Thank you so much, though, for joining me here. I'm hoping you will be joining us, of course, later in the evening as well to get us more insight into these victories. Meanwhile, the BJP, like Siddharth pointed out, won the state of Uttarakhand with a thumping majority. Here are all the details of that.
The Bharatiya Janata Party's resounding success continues in Uttarakhand, with the saffron outfit winning 57 out of 70 seats in the state. What has come as a major setback for the Congress, which won 11 seats, Chief Minister Harish Rawat has lost from both the constituencies of Kitcha and Haridwar Rural. Rawat has tendered his resignation to the governor.
हरीश रावत जी की सरकार जिस तरह से काम कर रही थी और जिस तरीके से जनता का समर्थन खो चुकी थी, जिस तरीके से भ्रष्टाचार में बिल्कुल आकंठ लिप्त हो गए थे, तो एक मैंडेट है जनता का, एक आक्रोश था इनके प्रति जो छलक कर बाहर आया है।
जहां हम हारे वहां भी अंतर्मंथन करेंगे, कारणों की जरूर जानकारी लेंगे। तो ऐसा नहीं जैसा जो लोग कहते थे कि हिंदुस्तान के नक्शे से अब कांग्रेस नहीं रहेगी। कांग्रेस मुक्त भारत वालों को भी थोड़ा थोड़ा अब देखना पड़ेगा। जहां जहां भाजपा और कांग्रेस सामने लड़ी तो 2 प्रांतों में हम जीते, 1 में वो जीते। ये भी देखने की आवश्यकता है।
The BJP has credited the tireless campaigning of Prime Minister Narendra Modi and groundwork by the party workers to help the party succeed.
ये जो विजय हुई है भारतीय जनता पार्टी की, वो विजय आने वाले दिनों में देश की राजनीति में से जातिवाद, परिवारवाद और तुष्टीकरण तीनों की राजनीति का अंत करेगी और एक नया युग देश की राजनीति में पॉलिटिक्स ऑफ परफॉर्मेंस का होगा।
Ever since Uttarakhand was carved out of Uttar Pradesh 16 years ago, no party has won consecutive terms in the state. In 2012, when the Congress came to power, it was a close competition between the Congress and the BJP. The BJP won 31 seats, while the Congress won 32 seats, and with the help of BSP's 3 candidates, the Congress formed the government. Meanwhile, the turncoats from the Congress who joined the BJP this time seem to have work in their favour. Bureau Report, Rajya Sabha TV.
And finally, talking about those 2 states where, of course, counting also started late and seems to be the results too coming in late, suggesting that neither the BJP or the Congress has won a clear majority in Goa. 2 key parties, MGP and Goa Forward Party, are expected to decide on who comes to power in the state. Latest rally showing that Congress is winning 17, BJP is ahead in 13. Manipur too seeming to be heading towards a hung assembly, with the Congress leading the election results with 25 seats so far. BJP followed closely with 21 wins. The key is going to be, of course, with the independents and the other parties as well, and whether they align with the BJP, or will the Congress, of course, be able to claim that it's the single largest party in the state. 16 CMs that the state has seen, but none of them have been a BJP CM. And that's it for the moment, but our continuous coverage will continue after this break. Stay with us here on Rajya Sabha TV.